one second. Hi, this is Catching Up with Crystal. I'm in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and who I have with me, this beautiful queen right here,
Aunt Joyce.
is Aunt Joyce. Aunt Joyce is native to Jamaica, and she's telling us her life story, and it's
87 of them.
look at her.
You see, 87.
She's beautiful.
So,
She went to Nairobi, so I'm gonna prop the phone up while we talk and enjoy this lesson from our elder.
what I did, I didn't realize it was burnout. And I just got up one day, I did all by myself. Martin alone was at home then, because the others were grown and gone. He alone. I wouldn't rent my house, because I wasn't sure if I rent my house, who come in and that and that. Peace. I just got up one. And I said, you know what? I'm tired. And I had awful marriage. So I decided, I'm done. Shoulder problem. I went to social services one day and I thought, I complained, see, I've never been unemployed, never collect a penny for anything. And I said, let me go up there and see how close is it to disability. I went up there, they give me a piece of paper, sign, and you sit down and you have to, and you move up, and you move round, and you move up. And before I was even finished, I said, I can't deal with this thing. I just take up the piece of paper and put to the lady and said, this place make me sick. And she looked at me and I just walk out. Because I just wiping off the people, them benches. So the following week I went up to Social Security and said, what's the deal here? I'm 59, da, da, da. They said, you've paid enough into Social Security, but you can't get it until you're minimum 62, and you're going to lose points. I said, okay, come on. I said, you know what? You can tell me when to get the money, but you can't tell me when to stop. I stopped today. Yes, I stopped today.
Yes.
I went home and I said, I'm not working anymore. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
And I packed up all my stuff.
That's what I did.
And my daughter said to me, Mom, do you know what you're doing? I said, no. But that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. They say I don't know. And I packed up all my mess and came down to Jamaica with it and left my son in the house, my house, and said, baby, I'm not going to put you outside for my decision. You stay into the house, you're grown now, you can pay the mortgage. If anything, when you sell the house, you can give me something.
Yeah.
That's it.
How old were you when you first started working? So you retired at 59. You was done at 59. How old were you when you first started working?
First started working when I was 24.
24 years old.
Because I left Jamaica, then I went to England.
But you didn't work in Jamaica. So what did you do from the time you were born till you were 24?
I had my twin boys at 18 plus.
Okay.
So I took care of those boys until nobody gonna babysit twin babies.
There's double trouble.
You see?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And that was enough shock to my system at that age.
So then you went from there.
I got married. We went to England. I went to England to do my nursing.
Okay.
And those days were primitive in England.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because when I got there, big England, I was surprised to see it has improved. And I guess last time I was there about 15 years ago, I guess it must be better, except race and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I did 10 years plus there and moved my family here on my own. Nobody has it. What Zena's mother, I came single-handed and started at Zena's mom's house.
Did you?
Yes.
How come I never met you before? Did I never meet her before?
That was when Zena was a baby, a toddler.
Okay, all right.
She was just a toddler because I left an 18-month-old at home and I come and see a year-old plus here.
Yeah.
You see?
Okay.
And then something got me with the climate and the housing condition, and I decided I'm going to move my kids here.
Okay. All
So
right.
that was To date, might not seem like a mistake, but I wondered what made me did what I did. After I got here and see, you really bit off more than you can chew. But then I've had the hardest time of my life here in America.
Oh, I believe it. Why do you think so? Just being black, or because you were a single woman in America, or
No, because I went there single. How would I lie? I had an 8-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 2-year-old on my own.
But you had Zena's mom. Who did you have for support? So you went by yourself, but when you got there, Zena's mom was there. Who else did you have? And the church's support has support.
No, well, at that I wasn't connected with the church support then.
Okay.
So I was just decided, okay, now you're here. Nobody asked you to come.
True.
And you bit this off for kids. Were any of those kids able to take care of themselves?
No, they just had you. Yeah. And you moved there and you didn't even have a job, right?
I found a job far beyond me. That's a deep one to tell you how I managed.
You did what you had to do, like most black women. We do whatever we have to do to survive and feed our kids.
And my kids, thank God, there have been some, because one of my sons been an alcoholic, recovered for 20-something years now, and his job is to work for alcoholism.
Oh, but they make the best because they're the best teachers because they've been where the people who they're trying to help have been. They have experience.
But I didn't have to go to jail and look for anybody.
Good, yeah.
I got through my kids through school. My car was the ambulance, I was the chauffeur, I was everything.
So what made you get through that? Like, what is it? What advice could you give young people or women behind you? Like, what would you tell them?
It got to hit you, and you decide. You have to decide: am I going to keep this? Am I going to knot up, stay together, or break up? And my thing was, as I said, nobody tell me to come. Nobody gave me 4 children, 8 to 2. And now you've got it. What are you gonna do? And I was still trying to keep all my sophistication and keep all my well-kept kids and keep my well-kept house and apartment then, because I've never lived in an apartment till I come here. I was trying to keep everything in precision and keep my kids training this way. So, many nights, probably if I get 4 or 5 hours sleep, I'm lucky.
So by the time you got 59, you were tired.
Excuse me. Remember, today is my cleaning day for downstairs.
Oh, yeah, okay, we got that.
We come back.
Yes, thank you.
So that was Aunt Joyce, and she is wonderful. She is a wealth of knowledge. She has shared with us she retired at 59. She was done. When she said she was done, she was done. She didn't care about having to have 3 more years. She said, y'all keep this. She said, you can have this. I want my freedom.
Well, my freedom.
Yeah.
Aunt Joyce has.
I'm poor. I stay poor.
That's right. Poor is
She says she's poor, maybe with money, but not in life.
Yeah. I am poor.
Thank you, Aunt Joyce.